Hello everyone, welcome back to more Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. We're gonna get into another cutscene here.
I am Flood, glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming!
What did I do?
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware,
We
someone
weren't
has
read
been
our rights
senselessly
or anything?
defacing Fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the shine sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the shine
Well,
gate.
did you figure that
The
out
reason?
on your own?
It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court
I would have done
adjourned.
that anyway. I'm the hero, for God's sakes.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main
Another one
problem.
of these environmental messages.
Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a shine
You know, no
sprite.
matter what it
Shine
is,
sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino.
you can never...
They used to gather in
Environmental
great numbers
messages
at the
do
Shine
not
Gate,
work.
But the graffiti incident has polluted the island, and
You
most
get a
of the
few
Shine
exceptions,
sprites have
but
fled. There is no longer any power
most of the
to
time
support
it's
the
just
peaceful lifestyle
forced
of the
way too
islanders.
much.
It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a
It's
criminal.
complete bullshit.
Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Even without this stupid trial, I would have done it anyway.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mess now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Okay, now we're finally getting back in control of Mario. So now we are going to take a look at this muck. See what we can do about it. Ah, sorry about that. Anyway, we go up here, we talk to Princess Peach, and she's basically gonna complain about there's no sunshine and they want to go home, even though the judge clearly stated that Mario can't leave until the entire island is cleaned. But before we do that, we are gonna be Before we do that, we are gonna collect our first blue coin. Sweet! We'll be getting into what the blue coins do later. So yeah, there are 240 blue coins in the entire game. I am going to be collecting them all. One time. Anyway, we're gonna be fighting the polluted piranha plant again. By the way, you have to shoot it in the mouth when it's open. Otherwise, they'll just shrug it off like, dude, really? This guy is so pathetic. He didn't do a goddamn thing.
Sat there and
Princess,
looked
look! On
menacing.
the statue's head!
Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's head! Princess, look! On the statue's he
body! He's made of water, basically! Oh well, at least it makes more sense than... At least it makes more sense than mistaking Shadow for Sonic. These two at least have the same outline. If you look at the Shadow, you might be able to confuse this Mario for the real one, but Sonic and Shadow have completely different outlines.
Mario.
At least this is justified, but anyway, that battle was very simple. You just spray him with water. I should note that plus one more time in the game. That is the only time where he'll do this classic. He will do that end thing whenever he stops. Not sure why he stopped doing that, but anyway, we're gonna be getting into our first real level in the game, Road to the Big Windmill. And guess what? We're gonna fight what we just fought a few seconds ago. So yeah, it's just... reuse of bosses is just mind-boggling. Anyway, I always go for this spot whenever I fight this guy here. Very easy for me, and I don't have to worry about those things that come up out of the ground. I know I'm not doing a very good job of explaining things, but it's been a while since I've done this. Wow, that must be some heavy goop. Anyway, with that, we collect our second Shine Sprite. Yahoo! Oh yeah! I did it! Again, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. What is the point with the trial? I mean, Mario's a hero. He's gonna be doing that anyway. He's gonna be trying to clean the island anyway. He's a hero, for God's sakes. Down with Pity Piranha. Yeah, like... yeah, this is our first real boss of the game. But first we have to get up there. I won't say this is one of the few times where you can... actually, this is the only time where you can do the Shine Sprites out of order. You can actually fight this guy who... you can actually fight Pity Piranha before you fight the polluted piranha player for the third time. Yeah, when it comes to these blue coins, there will be there are several of these where you can only... there are... okay, let me try this again. There'll be... there'll be a select few that can only be gotten with a certain unlockable that we'll be getting later. So what I'm gonna be doing, so that way I don't have to come back here for just that one, I'm gonna be collecting 20 blue coins per world. Just so that way I have something to go back to, then besides that, just one shiny or blue coin. Ow. I got hit by that. Just spraying water, clean up the mug, or whatever. Oh, I see what I was doing there. laptop went into screensaver when I did the recording. So yes, as you can't tell, this is post-commentary. I find it works a lot better when I do post-commentary. I do like the music in this game. Very catchy. Wow, that was one loud scream, dude. In fact, it was so loud, it's shattering the roof now. Or is that the way? Whatever it is, we're gonna fight! So now, we have Piranha. This boss is not that hard. As you can see, he has that head swinging thing. If you get too close to him, then he's gonna open his mouth to try to puke out some of that gum or that goo. Then you have to, and when he does that, you just right him in the mouth. Not hard at all. Oh, I forgot that you also have to pound his belly button. Yeah, I suggest you get rid of the goop that's around him. Because those guys that pop up out of the goop will be a bit of a problem. Will be a problem, especially if you're trying to shoot him in the mouth. But if you did that like I did, then this boss fight is no problem at all. And as soon as we get this Shine Sprite, we're gonna call it quits. So next time, see you all next time.